Cameron Diaz and P. Diddy.
Wait, you're joking.
Dated from 2008 to 2012. And
that's a long time.
Very long relationship. And what's really interesting about this is...
Why did Cameron Diaz step away from the world of acting? What is it that motivated you to stop?
Well, you know, I think you probably can relate to this.
What if I told you that Hollywood's golden girl Cameron Diaz and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs were once the scandalous couple everybody whispered about? Oh, but that's not even the half of it. From flirty Oscar encounters to rumors of red drum plots, the story will leave your jaw dropping on the floor. But what really went down between these two, and why did it all come crashing down? Let's get into the spicy details of their shocking relationship and the real reason Cameron left Hollywood for good. So let's set the stage. Oscars 2008. Picture this. Cameron Diaz, effortlessly glamorous, catches the eye of Diddy, who's decked out and oozing his signature charm. Apparently, sparks flew immediately. Eyewitnesses claim the two spent the evening laughing, flirting, and, well, getting to know each other a little too well. But by the end of the night, it seemed like Cameron couldn't resist Diddy's energy. But here's where it gets juicy. Gwyneth Paltrow was reportedly playing Cupid at the time, trying to set Cameron up with British heartthrob Jude Law. But no, Cameron had her sights set on Diddy instead. Honestly, who saw that coming? And this wasn't just a casual hangout kind of situation, no. Their fling was fiery, y'all. Cameron had just split from baseball star Alex Rodriguez in 2011, and Diddy seemed to be exactly what she needed to bounce back. Insiders described their chemistry as off the charts, with Diddy pulling out all the stops to keep her smiling. The pair weren't exactly shy about their connection either. They were spotted everywhere, cozying up like love-struck teens. Sometimes it was so intense, it left onlookers wondering if they knew what privacy meant. One source even described Cameron's hair being messy and her makeup being smudged after what seemed like a very passionate makeout session. But yet, despite all the steamy public moments, their reps kept denying everything. They'd insist Cameron and Diddy were just friends because, you know, all friends straddle each other at the Golden Globes after parties, right? Well, Cameron was spotted doing just that, turning heads and fueling even more rumors. According to insiders, Cameron saw the whole thing as just casual fun, while Diddy seemed to take things more seriously. He was smitten. But for Cameron, it was more about having a good time. But let's talk about the moment that made everybody's side-eye Diddy even harder. One particular story shows just how controlling Diddy can be. Picture this. Cameron's at a party, being her bubbly, friendly self, posing for photos with fans, but out of the nowhere, Diddy storms in, grabs her, and says, "Let's go," practically dragging her out before she could even finish taking pictures. A witness, clearly shocked, even said, "I've never seen him so controlling." And honestly, at this point, are we surprised? With Diddy's current legal issues, it's all starting to add up. But speaking of Diddy's legal troubles, let's just say that the man's reputation is anything but squeaky clean right now. Remember that infamous elevator hallway incident with Cassie? Yes, that horrible day. Well, Diddy was caught putting his hands on her in a way that had everybody clutching their pearls. He had denied any wrongdoing for the longest time, but as soon as that video dropped, he couldn't backtrack fast enough. He released a whole apology video, but by then, the damage was already done.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
And Cassie isn't the only one. Rumors are swirling that Cameron might have been seeing these same red flags during her time with Diddy. Allegedly, his controlling behavior started to show, and she wasn't blind to it. But here's the kicker. Despite all the signs, Cameron stuck around for a little while longer.
So you're telling me that all of these women, all of his ex-girlfriends, no one knew?
But here's where the drama gets even spicier. Rumor has it that Cameron and Diddy's fling didn't just make headlines. It allegedly left Jennifer Lopez reeling. According to the insiders, J-Lo was deeply affected by seeing Cameron with Diddy, saying it cut her like a knife. Imagine how awkward it must have been for J-Lo, especially considering her history with Diddy. But even so, J-Lo and Diddy somehow stayed friends throughout it all. She later admitted in an interview that her time with Diddy helped her grow and figure out what she was really wanting in life. It also taught her to stand up for herself, which honestly, she probably needed with all the chaos surrounding Diddy back then.
Is this the one you were talking about who just cheated on you and treated you horribly and you just stuck it through?
No, not that one. That was another one.
But let's not forget about the major key player in this saga was Cassie Ventura. While Diddy was out here living his best life with Cameron, he was also still dating Cassie on and off. Yes, while juggling two different relationships, Diddy's actions raised more than a few eyebrows. Sources close to the situation even spilled that Diddy had a pattern. Whenever a better offer came along, he conveniently declared himself single. And that's not just messy, that's next level manipulative messy.
And I'm blessed to be in this industry.
Yes, and you're
I
blessed.
just try to blend it with my artistry.
Yeah, and you create that. I want to see that like tomorrow, 8 p.m. Send it to me at 3 a.m. in the morning.
But honestly, considering what we are seeing now about Diddy's past behavior, it tracks. He was constantly chasing the next big thing, whether it be business or relationships, leaving a trail of broken hearts behind. But as for Cameron Diaz, she didn't seem so surprised by Diddy's antics. In an interview, she openly said, everyone gets cheated on at some point. And she stood 10 toes behind that statement like it was the universal truth. It's almost like she had already resigned herself to the reality of Diddy's behavior, seeing it just a part of the game.
Cameron Diaz has said, for instance, everyone gets cheated on at some point.
Yeah.
Are you standing by this?
Yeah. I mean, cheated on? Don't know. Okay. Most likely.
But here's the kicker. Diddy didn't seem to be ready to let Cameron go. Even years later, in 2014, during a dinner where Cameron's relationship with Benji Madden came up, Diddy got weirdly sentimental. He confessed that if he could turn back time, he would have done things differently. And on top of that, he called her the sexiest girl in the world. Y'all, that sounds like a compliment on the surface, but coming from Diddy, it's like a bittersweet acknowledgement of what he lost. But then, Cameron Diaz clearly moved on, leaving Diddy with nothing but his regrets. But here's the thing that took a dark and chilling turn. Rumor has it that Cameron Diaz didn't just walk away from Diddy, she ran away from him. Allegedly, she discovered a disturbing plan that left her fearing for her life. The story goes that Diddy had some serious skeletons in his closet, and Cameron knew way too much about him. According to whispers in Hollywood, Diddy allegedly plotted to unalive her because of how much she had uncovered. Allegedly, Cameron realized the danger she was in, and she didn't just break up with him, she left Hollywood altogether. So what exactly pushed Cameron to step away from the glitz and glam of Tinseltown? Well, allegedly, her relationship with Diddy opened her eyes to the darker side of Hollywood, and insiders claim that she witnessed rituals and practices that shocked her to her core. Through her connection with Diddy, exposed to freak-offs and bizarre lifestyles many claim are the commonplace among Hollywood elites. But these rumors didn't stop there, because once Cameron learned what was really going on behind the scenes, she became a liability, a threat. And that, according to speculation, is why Diddy allegedly wanted her out of the picture for good, if you know what I mean.
All parts of you that isn't that has to be sort of handed off to other people. You know, so like different parts of my life, whether it was my home or...
But if you thought that Cameron's alleged fears were an isolated incident, think again. This isn't the first time that Diddy has been accused of sinister behavior when women came too close to his alleged dark secrets. Take, for example, the tragic and sudden passing of ex-Kim Porter. Kim died in 2018 with the official cause of death listed as pneumonia. However, rumors have swirled ever since that Diddy's involvement might run deeper. In a documentary, Kim's ex Albie Shore made explosive claims that Porter was murdered because she wanted to expose everything. According to him, she was ready to blow the lid off the entire situation and take Diddy down.
It's something that's been going on in the industry, and those who speak about it usually meet their demise.
But here's where it gets even more unsettling. Albie Shore claims that Kim kept a secret diary where she documented everything about Diddy, including a shocking allegation of his dark and perverted behavior. And these alleged entries detailed violent episodes, threesomes, and even tapes of Diddy with both male and female musicians, one of whom was rumored to be the then 18-year-old rising pop star. Well, Kim reportedly confided in Albie Shore before her death, making him swear never to reveal what she told him because she feared for her life and his. Albie Shore claims she told him his soul has gone completely dark, like he's just not there. In response to these claims, Diddy's legal team has fiercely denied any wrongdoing. His lawyers slammed the allegations as baseless conspiracy theories and criticized the credibility of those being interviewed. In their statement with the Peacock documentary Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, they described it as sensationalized and lacking evidence. Furthermore, Diddy's children have also come forward to denounce the alleged diary as fake, stating that Kim Porter never wrote such a thing. The family has called for respect and sensitivity given the tragic loss they've endured. But despite Diddy's denials, Albie Shore isn't backing down. In the Tell-All documentary, he shared how Kim began confiding in him when things with Diddy took a darker turn. She reportedly expressed deep fear, claiming that she knew too much and that her knowledge put her and her others at risk. Albie Shore added that someone allegedly accessed Kim's phone and computer after her passing, raising questions about what secrets she might have left behind. While the diary's existence remains unverified, the whispers about what it could contain continue to circulate. Another Hollywood starlet whose death has been shrouded in mystery is Brittany Murphy. Officially, her untimely passing in 2009 was attributed to pneumonia, complicated by anemia. The coroner's report also mentioned over-the-counter meds as contributing factors. But sounds straightforward, right? Well, not quite. Soon after, a new theory emerged. Brittany might have been poisoned by a black mold in her house. While this explanation initially gained traction, it didn't take long for whispers of foul play to surface. And get this, there's even speculation that Diddy himself may have played a role. Now, Brittany Murphy wasn't dating Diddy, but here's where it gets interesting, because at the time of her death, she was romantically linked to Ashton Kutcher, who was known to have close ties to Diddy. Ashton and Diddy were often seen hanging out at Hollywood parties and industry events. However, since allegations against Diddy have come to light, Ashton seems to have distanced himself from the hip-hop mogul.
I don't, not exactly this dress, but I think the line is very nice, and
But the rumors don't stop there. Allegedly, Brittany discovered something about Diddy's infamous Hollywood dark practices and wanted to expose him. Reports suggest that Diddy might have orchestrated her demise to silence her, and some witnesses have even come forward claiming both Diddy and Ashton Kutcher are somehow tied to Brittany's suspicious death. Adding fuel to the fire are ongoing claims that Diddy's notorious Hollywood parties were just wild. They were dangerous. Witnesses have reportedly suggested that Diddy was involved in poisoning people who got too close to uncovering his secrets. But if Brittany stumbled upon any incriminating details, it could explain why her death remains such a hot topic of speculation.
The type of methamphetamine found in Brittany's system is not from the streets, it's from an asthmatic's puffer. It only opens up the air passages. So Brittany has not been taking any illegal drugs.
Well, let's not forget that Diddy has been tied to similar allegations in the past. For years, there have been theories about his involvement in the deaths of Tupac and Biggie. While nothing has ever been proven, the rumors haven't gone away. And then there are claims from artists like Kid Cudi, who have accused Diddy of shady dealings that left lasting scars.
Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car.
That was the craziest thing. I didn't know that Kid Cudi's car actually exploded.
Yeah.
And it exploded like not long after he was telling Cassie, like, I'm gonna blow up Kid Cudi's car.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Miss Gina Hewen, who dated Diddy during his infamous on-again and off-again relationship with Cassie. Gina dropped some seriously disturbing claims back in 2019. During an interview with blogger Tasha K, she alleged that during a disagreement, Diddy stomped on her stomach and punched her in the head. Gina didn't hold back, saying, "He was mentally, emotionally, and physically harming me." These accusations painted an even darker picture of Diddy's behavior and his alleged pattern of toxic relationships. But y'all, it gets even messier. In 2022, Gina posted a PDA pic with Diddy and hinted at a possible reconciliation. This, of course, did not sit well with young Miami, who at the time was publicly linked to Diddy. Miami took to Twitter with a shady clapback, saying, Somebody please get this girl some attention. Speaking of Young Miami, her relationship with Diddy was no less dramatic. The two were involved during the time Diddy fathered a child with Dana Tran in December 2022. The baby set off a firestorm of rumors about their relationship dynamic. People speculated that Young Miami was a side chick, but both she and Diddy were quick to shut those rumors down. Young Miami clarified on her podcast, "I'm not a side B." She explained that she wasn't surprised by the baby's arrival, adding, "Communication is key when you're dealing with somebody." Meanwhile, Diddy defended her, insisting that she was very important and special to him. But let's be real a second. For a millisecond, fans weren't convinced. The timing of the baby news combined with the constant drama surrounding Diddy led many to believe that Young Miami and Diddy were playing along for appearances. But adding fuel to the fire, Young Miami was even named in a lawsuit filed against Diddy by Lil Rod, further complicating the narrative. And if there's one thing all these women seem to have in common, it's their decision to walk away from Diddy. From Gina's disturbing allegations to the complicated dynamics with Young Miami, it's clear that Diddy's relationships are often surrounded by allegations of toxicity. And let's not forget these repeated claims of physical, emotional, and mental harm. Because whether it's Gina, Cassie, or even Kim Porter's alleged warnings to Al B. Sure, the stories all point to a troubling pattern. But look at everything that's gone down. It's no wonder Cameron Diaz made the smart decision to distance herself from Diddy long ago. But honestly, who wouldn't? Fast forward to today, and Cameron is still living her best life and completely removed from this chaos. She's happily married to Benji Madden, guitarist for Good Charlotte, and their love story is a total fairy tale.
Therapy is a big thing in our family. Thank God. It's like what we depend on. You know, so you have that like commitment.
The couple shares two beautiful children, their daughter Radix and their newborn son Cardinal. It's clear that family is Cameron's top priority now, and she's thriving in this new chapter of her life. Far from Diddy's alleged toxicity, she's built a peaceful private world for herself. But what do y'all think about these allegations surrounding Diddy? Do you think that Cameron Diaz dodged a bullet by walking away? And do you believe that there's more to the mysterious deaths linked to Diddy's name? Let me know your thoughts and comments below, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed today's deep dive, and make sure you smash that subscribe button for the latest Hollywood drama. Stay in the loop because you don't want to miss a single update.